welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Aarielle and you're watching Aarielle TV.
What a bad chick, she wasn't fun. Got that look at her.
So guys, in today's video we are going to be doing a mukbang and a cute little girl talk on signs he doesn't like you. Okay girl? Okay. So for the boys that are still in this video, make sure to click off because we want to keep our girl talk to ourselves. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to get off. Bye. So I'm sorry about the change of locations. I'm going to talk about this while the boys go off. But I'm sorry about the change of locations. Because my family's out in the living room and I don't really want to make any noise and stuff like that. Or have noise inside my video. You might hear it a little bit because of like the thing, and my room's a mess and I can't film in there because we're like reconstructing the room during quarantine. So so now that the boys are hopefully gone, we're gonna be doing a Chinese food mukbang and talking about signs he doesn't like you. So let's get started. Okay, without further ado, let's start this video already. So this is what I have. I have chicken and broccoli. My favorite when I order Chinese. So I'm going to be eating that and talking about signs he doesn't like you. So I have a little paper here that I'm going to talk about it. So I have 12 written down. If I think of more, you know, I'll continue, but I'm going to take my hair out. But yeah, so let's just get started. So number one is that he talks about other girls. Like whenever you guys link up and stuff, and he talks about other girls, it's either one, he's just trying to ask you for advice, or like, but this also like kind of starts with number two. Like, so 1 and 2 kind of tie together about how he talks about like other girls and how he like kind of asks you for advice. He's trying to friend zone you, which is okay, because I always say that a good relationship comes from a great friendship, and I really think that's true. So if you guys are friends at first, then you guys could eventually probably, if you really want to, become into a good relationship. But sometimes things just aren't meant to happen, and that's okay. Everything happens for a reason, so just take it like that. Now, I already talked about number 2, kind of, which is like being friend zoned. And I really, basically he friend zoned me, which I like to say again. A great relationship comes from a good friendship. You always have to build a foundation. If things are not meant to happen, they're not meant to happen. Sometimes when you guys continue to be friends, it might save you from heartbreak or things that you weren't meant to go through. Another thing that ties into the friend zone, in my opinion, is the side hug. If he side hugs you, girl, he doesn't really like you. I feel like, in my opinion, that's a very awkward hug. If he really liked you, he will hug you with the whole. Yeah. So I guess that moves on to number 4. Doesn't have any interest to get to know you. What I mean by this is like, he doesn't really, how can I say this? He doesn't really like, he doesn't really like understand like constantly. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to put this in the right words. Like when you guys, like for example, if 21 questions, when you guys play that game through text, and he only asks you about like your he just only cares about that. He doesn't care about like what's your favorite color, what's like where are you from, what's your ethnicity, what's your nationality, all that good stuff. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't care what's your hair routine, what's your skincare routine, stuff like that. So that's honestly really important. And if he doesn't ask simple questions like that, he really doesn't want to get to know you, or he doesn't feel like you are like worthy enough to get to know. And you shouldn't have to prove that for yourself. If he doesn't see that in you, then he needs to go. And that moves on to number 5, which is like I was saying, he only asks you to pull up to the crib, or asks you to come through at like unreasonable times, or even during the day. Like, you only asks for that stuff, he's not worthy. He obviously doesn't want to get to know you, and he only wants to do that. The only time you guys link is at his crib or in a private place, it ain't it. So if you guys never link in like freaking, let's say, a McDonald's or a food place, at least, and actually have a full conversation about things like your hobbies and things like, what do you like to do for freaking, like, what do you do if you have a job? What do you do for a living? If you go to school, like any of that. So you might want to backtrack that. But, oh, this is a good one. Number 6. Accuses you of talking to other guys and basically, like, so he is in the spotlight of of possibly cheating. Because guys, honestly, they have a guilty conscience. They will accuse you of something that they know they're doing, so then it doesn't bring attention to them. And honestly, it's the saddest thing in the world. It's honestly the saddest thing in the world, but it is what it is. That's just, I'm not saying all guys are like that, don't get me wrong, but a lot of guys are. And they don't really honestly grow up until they're like freaking 30. So, yes, girl. He has to appreciate you and not accuse you of things that you aren't doing. Because if he's accusing you of things that you aren't doing, he obviously doesn't care about you and is basically calling you a liar. And if someone, anyone, girl or guy, like whatever type of relationship you're in, and if she's calling you a liar, it ain't that girl or boy. Because if she or he has the nerve to call you a liar, he's obviously, or she's not worthy of you and doesn't have trust in you. And if there's no trust, then how are you guys gonna build a relationship? So obviously that person has trust issues, and it's probably the relationship's not gonna work 9 times out of 10. And that moves on to constantly asking you for things. When I mean things, I mean like he's constantly asking you to take, like he's taking from you. He's taking from you, or she's taking from you more than you're giving to them. Like, I don't really know if I'm playing. More than they're giving to you. There you go. If they're doing that, they honestly just, you need to kick them. Like, you need to text them, pause this video, come back, text them. Right now, text them that they need to go or they need to fix their act, because you feel like you're giving more to them than they're giving to you. And that shouldn't be the case. You know why? Because a relationship takes 2. If you're the only one pushing, yes, a relationship can take one person that wants to be in a relationship for it to work. But if you're that still one person that's making it work, and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, that gets tiring, and you're gonna wanna move on. You're gonna wanna move on. So I'm gonna save you that hurt and tiredness, and you're gonna wanna move on now. So then you don't have to have a heartbreak or do whatever it is that is gonna eventually cause you that heartbreak in the end. So I'm saving you. Please follow my advice, because trust me, I've seen it happen multiple times, and you don't want to be in that predicament. Like, you know, I have to talk a little bit more, but like, if he's constantly like, or she's constantly asking for money, this is a big one. If he's constantly, or she's constantly asking you to give her money, why is the fact that, like, I get it, some people need it, some people got it, like some people don't got it, but like if you give them a few times, that's okay, because you guys are in a relationship. You guys will want to share what you guys have. But let's say you need something and you know they have money, or they just got their check if they work, or whatever it is, and you ask them for a couple of cash, like $20 or something, $10, $15, and they say no, that's when you realize they are giving more. You're giving more to them than they're giving to you. But on to the next one. On to freaking, what is it? Number 7. I don't really know. I probably lost track of time. So, oh wait, no, not number 7. Number 8, sorry. Dry combos. Dry freaking combos. I'm barely eating. If they... So if whenever you guys text, always text and he or she never texts you first, or you always have to text like them first. It ain't it, because you know why? It shows them that you're pushing to make this work, but they're not pushing to make it work. So if it's only one-sided, like I said before, yes, a one-sided relationship at first can work, but if it's constantly like that, consistently going on, that you're the only one pushing, it's not gonna work. It's just not. You're gonna get tired, you're gonna get your feelings hurt, your heart's gonna freaking hurt, and it's just not gonna happen. So I'm gonna save you from the heartbreak. Pause the video. Like I said before, cut them off, because I'm gonna save you from hurt. And you know what's crazy? If they agreed to the terms that you end up setting, that shows that they didn't want to be in the relationship anyways, and they just didn't know how to end it. And it's just the sad truth. And I know some of you guys might not want to hear this, but I'm trying to help you. And if you guys take this the wrong way, then I don't know, but you guys eventually are gonna see what I'm trying to say in the end. So, oh, this is a big one. Number freaking 9. Number 9. If you are a secret to his friends, his mom, or her mom, whatever it is, if you're a secret, you're supposed to be a secret. If you guys only link, or whenever you try to talk about his mom, or you try to talk about her mom, whatever it is, girl, you're a secret. And he doesn't bring it, or she doesn't bring it up about their mom, or you ever meeting their family, or like always pushes the date back, you're meant to be a secret. He doesn't want a real relationship with you. And it's the sad truth. Like I said before, it's honestly sad that people treat other humans like that, because everyone's so special in their own way, and everyone has their good personality traits, and like, it's just honestly like the most saddest situation, because I think everyone has potential to be in a relationship, and I think that everyone is a beautiful person in their own way, either if it's through their looks or personality. But if they're not treating you like you were worth something, and like don't even have the worth to freaking meet anyone, like your friends or family, they don't see you worth anything. Because if they can't bring you to mom, if they can't bring you to the parents in general, you just not it. And you're just gonna have to accept that. If you want to stay in that situation, that's on you, but I'm letting you know what you're worth, and you don't need to be in a situation like that. You need to get someone that's gonna do things the right way, introduce you to their parents, introduce you to their friends, hang out with their friends, go on double dates with their friends, you know? But if they don't do that, they're not worth your time. So now on to number 10. This is a big one. If you guys are in the talking stage and they're only flirting in the combos you have, they're like into your image, like the way you look basically. So like if you have like this body and they're only into you for that, or they want to have you as a trophy, cut them off, because guess what, they're only into what you have or how you look, rather than like your true personality, how your heart looks. They're more interested in how you physically look, not how you like internally look. You could probably have the worst attitude and have all the guys, you know why? Because they want to make you their trophy. And girl, you're not worth that. So, snip, they gotta go. Now, number 11. If they're wishy-washy, like one way in person and then one way over text. So like let's say they're all flirty over text, like previously, like the one I said, they're all flirty over text, but then in person they are like very dry, they don't really hug you, they don't really like want to get to know you, they don't really have conversations with you, it's just like a body there. It's really like they're not really into you basically, because they don't have the same energy that they had on text than in person. I get it, some people can have social issues and they might not know how to talk, but if you guys been talking for like, let's say let's not even 6 months, and it's still the same energy, girl, they just don't, they just really honestly don't want to get to know you in person, and they only want you through text, and we don't want that. We want a IRL, in real life relationship, not on social media. So that brings us to the last one, which is number 12. Number 12 is, this is a good one to end off with. Doesn't put effort into making you feel special. This is a really good one to end off with, and I really think this is like the best one we can end off with, because if they don't value your worth, they're not gonna be here for you. You know why? Because if they're not valuing your worth, then they're not gonna treat you like you're worthy. Like, if, like, for example, like, if they don't do special things, like freaking bring you a flower, give you a text you in the middle of the day, say I'm thinking about you, say like random, like anything that would make you feel special, or like say things to them that, oh, I really want these, but I'm not gonna get it right now, and then they come freaking a week or 2 weeks later and they say, and they brought it to you, that shows that they listen to you, that you're special and all that other stuff. That's really important. So if they don't do that, they don't remember the small things you say, the things that you like, you're not special. You know why? Because they are looking at you like every other girl, not the one that you are. Okay, girl? So I hope we ended on a good note. Make sure you know your worth. Make sure you know that you're special, you're beautiful, and you just have all the qualities to be in a relationship. But you have to, whatever you're giving, you have to receive. So remember that. And also remember, a good friendship makes a great relationship. A great friendship makes a good relationship. So, you know, if they don't want to be freaking in a relationship with you right now, girl, don't worry, because if it was meant to be, he'll come or she'll come around. And I'm not saying wait for them. You can do whatever the heck you want while they're doing whatever the heck they want. But eventually, if you guys are meant to be together, you guys will come together. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, continue to watch my videos. It helps me a lot. And all that good stuff. So I hope you guys really enjoyed. And don't forget to turn on the post notifications. Peace.